So you want to sell your home, but the market peak is past, and like most sellers, you still want top dollar. How do you do that? Stick around and I'll tell you. Hey, this is Lisa Alford with Talking Jacks, coming to you today with the importance of home staging when selling your home. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my other videos. And if you like this one, be sure to give it a thumbs up. So you are finally ready to sell your home and you want top dollar, but you realize that you missed the peak of this recent crazy selling spree. What to do? First, hire a great agent who has a lot of experience, not someone who just got their license during the boom and believes that cell phone pictures are sufficient for MLS photos. Second, get your house ready. You know, like in the old days when we actually had to present our homes in their best light to put them on the market and get the top dollar. You can do it! You can do it, and I'm going to give you some tips right now to help you get that accomplished. I'm going to run down these steps to preparing your house for sale, but I would also like to give you this handy-dandy guidebook that goes into more detail on these steps and provides you with them all written down so that you don't have to try to remember them all. Below this video is a link where you can get a copy to this guide. So let's dig in. Alright, so in this guidebook that I'm giving you, there are 10 steps toward home staging and getting your home ready for sale. Let's dig in. Number 1, declutter and depersonalize. We hear it all the time. This has been like a main staple piece of advice that realtors have been giving out for years and years. Alright, why do we want to declutter? We have to make it look like there's enough space in this house for the buyer's things. If you're tripping over your own stuff, how do you expect a buyer to feel like that house is big enough for them? Get rid of as much stuff as possible. Get it down to the minimum. I mean, you want it to look lived in, don't make it look like it's empty. But at the same time, you want to declutter it. Take all the stuff off the countertops, off the dresser tops. Put away the clothes. If you got too much furniture sitting around that you can't walk freely around your room, put it in storage. You're moving anyway. Let's go ahead and start cleaning up this stuff, okay? And then depersonalize. Take down the pictures, the family photos off the wall. I know you love them. I know they're your grandkids or whatever, but you need to take them down because you want the buyer to see themselves in this house, not you. The minute they start focusing on who you are and what kind of family lives in that house, they are no longer looking at it as a house that they can live in. Number 2, clean, and then clean some more. That house needs to be spick and span clean. Nobody wants to walk in and see that your tub isn't clean or that you have crumbs on the countertops or any of that stuff. I know you're busy. I know life is going on. Hire a maid if you need to. Get the house good and clean. Number 3, let your nose lead the way. I have a saying, if I can smell it, I can't sell it. It sounds silly, but it's true. If you want any kind of a scent in your home at all, make it a nice, pleasant, soft scent. Nothing overwhelming. Something like some fresh, clean linen, those little plug-ins that you can get, those are fine. Or if you want to bake some cookies or something like that, that's fine too. But let's not have any overwhelming scents going through the house. Next, light it up. You want to have plenty of natural light in the house. And I don't mean this kind. Open up some curtains and allow in the sun to bring in some natural light. That always makes buyers feel better and more, makes the house feel warmer, If you do have any dark areas, bring in some mechanical lighting and, turn on a few light bulbs here and there and make the house look nice and bright. Number 5, let's take a really critical look at the walls. If your walls are scuffed up, let's bring in a fresh coat of paint. Also, if your walls have bright colors or a lot of dark colors in them, let's go ahead and again give it a fresh coat of paint. You really want to keep your colors nice and neutral on the walls. You can bring in your color through throw pillows, throw blankets, even a rug, those kinds of things, but keep the walls nice and neutral. You really want to stick with like your beige, grayish, gray, white, those kind of things. That's what really helps to keep the room cleaner and brighter looking and feeling, which also helps to make the house look a little bit larger. And buyers just tend to respond a lot better to those nice, clean, neutral colors. But you definitely want to make sure too that you don't have any scuff marks on the walls or little fingerprints on the walls or that kind of thing. Even if you just need to do a touch-up, just do that and make sure everything's in good shape. Next, let's liven things up a little bit. Bring in some touches of life. Bring in a few fake plants, bring in a few pieces of fruit and put it in a glass bowl. Here's another pro tip for you. They don't have to be real. You can get some plastic apples or lemons or whatever and put them in a nice glass bowl. It'll look lovely. Number 7's one I actually started to kind of touch on earlier. Let's make sure there's good unobstructed flow in the home. If furniture is blocking your way, move it or get rid of it. Nothing worse than walking into a room and not being able to actually walk in the room. Now, let's turn our attention to the table. Leave it set nicely. Many model homes will have their tables set as if they are expecting company for a fine dinner. Take a nod from that and at least leave it set with some simple, neutral, decorative items. Number 9, luxurious linens. Now you may be saying, what? Again, take a look at new construction model homes and how they are set up. They always have very nice, clean linens in their homes, set in plain sight. It adds a touch of warmth and class, which makes the house feel more like a home. But don't use the towels. If you are still living in the house while it's on the market, leave those towels separate for showing purposes and hide the towels that you're actually using. All right, number 10. This one is last on the list. It probably should be the first one that you actually want to start with. Go ahead and tackle any minor repairs. If a buyer sees loose electrical plates hanging on the walls or loose cabinet doors, they immediately start thinking, uh-oh, what am I not seeing? Take a walk around your house with a buyer's eye and really pay attention to things. If you can't be objective enough, then have a trusted friend or your agent do it for you. If you have peeling paint or rotten wood around a windowsill, get it fixed. You're more than likely going to have to fix it anyway. Why turn buyers off with it? In fact, many savvy sellers will go ahead and bring in a home inspector and do a pre-inspection before they put it on the market. If you'd like a little bit more information on pre-inspections, watch this video and see why many sellers do this in advance. Now, all of this can seem a little bit overwhelming, and fixing all of these small things can seem like a huge time-consuming task. Hit the easy button. Hire a handyman and give them a list of things, and he'll probably have it knocked out in a day. Remember, you don't have to tackle all of this stuff alone. Sometimes it can seem too overwhelming, but remember that your agent is there to help you. Most of us have trusted professionals that we have used for a long time that can help you out. Don't rush to put your home on the market before it's ready. Day 1 is your biggest day, and we want it ready for the biggest impact so that you can get the most dollars possible, and of course, in as short a time period as possible. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful for you. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my other videos. And don't forget, click below. You want to make sure that you get the free guide. And if you have any comments or questions, put them down below. I'll make sure to answer them as soon as I can. All right, you guys have a great day.